I want to talk a little bit about the 85 250R, why I think it's the best ATV ever made. Just what it can do, and how it does what it does, and just overall it's an amazing machine. Talk about a few things. OEM plastics, very brittle. Hardly even did anything. This broke. Something fell on this, and broke that right up. It's pretty sad. Do want to talk about how I got a pair of West Coast hubs on this one. Very neat, very rare part. Yeah, I'm not going to turn it on, don't need to, but basically every time you give it gas and nobody's sitting on it, the back end squats about 2 inches. If you do own one, you need to always check every single bolt, I would say, before you go riding, because I did not on this when I was a little bit younger. Caliper wore into the rim, and ate that all up pretty good. Ran that down, which sucks. If you ever purchase one of these and you do not have the chain slider for the swing arm, little block there it rubs on, you do need that. I mean, that is one of the biggest things before you buy anything for this bike. You need to make sure that you have this chain slider. Not only that, I would say have good sprockets. Have good front and rear sprockets. If you're not going to have a chain slider for the swing arm, I'm going to take this swing arm off eventually and weld on a chain slider for the chain, to make sure it just doesn't throw off and come in and punch a hole in the case, and then you're looking like anywhere between $200 to $500 to make that right again. Plus you take the motor apart, and if you do weld it, all the bearings have to come out, all the seals have to come out, and it's a mess. I mean, it's horrible. I see these people, they buy, oh, I'm gonna go get this, I'm gonna get that, and they don't even think about the chain slider. So that is the '1 thing that you do need for this bike. Keenan PWK 38mm with V-Force 3 reeds. Really nice. Works pretty good. This is a pretty bad tire choice. Can't really slide very well, but has good forward traction. Just what I'm able to do with this bike, and places it's able to go, and things it's able to do. I mean, you can be, as long as you don't have any old worn out trail. If it's fresh trail and it can be muddy, you can sit there in the mud and then gas it and go. I mean, it's pretty interesting how it kind of just floats on the mud, and you see everybody else getting stuck and you're just kind of going past them. And what else? Yeah, it's an amazing bike. I mean, it's getting rare, and what I think about it is that, I got buddies that got 5 or 6 frames for these, stripped down to keep them running, and I got 5 or 6 frames. I mean, I got a frame over here, and I got a couple more in storage, and they're getting really rare, and the prices are coming up. Basically, I sold the back tires off of it, because the back tires are, worth not twice as much, but half of what I paid for the bike when it was back in 2011. Yeah, it's an amazing bike, and I really think that if anybody had a chance to bring one back, if somebody saw one behind a barn or something, and to bring it back, it's really something you want to do, because I've got 250R four-wheeler, and and I don't really like it as much as this. So, alright, I just wanted to tell y'all what I thought about it. I thought it was pretty neat. So, thank you very much. Bye.